So searching for Angela Shelton. Anyone? Anyone? I should have the T-shirt. I love Angela Shelton. This is another movie. Just there's another movie too, and there's a show coming. So I just wanted to pop in here and say, like, so many people have watched Searching for Angela Shelton now that I put it up for free. It's on angelashelton.com/documentary. You can watch either one of them for free. The original one, the one with the fart at the end, hilarious. And then the one that was appeared on Lifetime, it has like different titles and stuff. And but the key is like I is that, right, it's timeless, right? And the fact that I was just surveying women in America and discovered that 70% have been victims of child sexual abuse, rape, and or domestic violence. It's not like it ended. Yeah. And now it's like, seems like it's gotten worse. And there's just trauma. Like it's intense. And not only is this film timeless, sadly it's SD and not HD because we shot it in 2001, but it still lives in a timeless fashion. So I appreciate you watching it and sharing it. If you have any questions or like requests of me, just like make a comment, or you can always contact me through angelashelton.com if you would like something else, because I know there's a viewing guide up there that you can use in your classrooms. And the key really for with that film is that, especially if you gift it, like if you send the link and you gift it to someone who has been abused that you know and that hasn't come out yet, it's a great tool to help them break their silence. And then it's all about breaking the cycle, right? It's like, especially now, like, come on, like, let's break the cycle. I mean, there are people out there that really want to stay in pain, and I've met them, and I get it. I don't. I want to live happily ever after. Like I'm all about that. So, and I feel like most people do. They just want some tools. And after I made that documentary, I wrote the book, Finding Angela Shelton, where I revealed a bunch of my own stuff and like my self-abuse and self-hatred. And because I think that is so typical and common with male and female survivors. Like is the self-hatred. And I actually put together this workbook called the Healing Workbook. There's a male version and a female version, and we have two diverse versions coming in the middle of October. Because I was like, oh yeah, sorry. So we're making that. And that workbook is what, after all the travels I did for, God, over 10 years, interviewing thousands and thousands of survivors, and then going and learning trauma-informed care, and going to all these wackadoodle healers, and like just studying healing and figuring it out for myself. And then also, as I was traveling, I want to be able to know what the hell I'm talking about, and like saying, like, I tried this. It's like, you know, this works, this doesn't work, this works. The number one thing I saw was what you're saying to yourself in your head, and that's free. And so I put it together, this workbook that now not now, years and years, therapists have used it, still use it, and support groups and all these people like it. Look, they're calling right now, they're calling. So this workbook is really powerful in breaking the cycle. Like the movie helps break the silence, and then it's like, let's go and break the cycle, right? So, because I really recommend that you know somebody, and because we all know somebody who's been through it. And especially, like I said, I'm going to repeat myself, like, especially now, like, now's the time to like address it. Like, let's move on from it. Let's move to the next level. I have a show that I'm working on that's bringing us to the next level sexually. Like, let's talk about that. Like, how about you have healthy sex lives after trauma? But some people, they're like, oh, whoa, let's not go there. Hold on. It's like, you have to start slow. It depends on where you are on the path, right? So it's like, okay, that documentary really, truly helps breaking the silence. And it's not even about me. Like, I mean, I was literally one of them that was like, that movie helped me really, truly be an I Love Angela Shelton. I should have that shirt on. But this is another movie that also helps break the silence and the cycle right here. And so, because that's what I do. I want to make product, or I create content that helps you live happily ever after, or inspires you to live happily ever after, no matter what you've been through. And we've all been through something. Like, we all have a story, and it's intense. So I say, and I offer you, and I kind of challenge you a little bit. I challenge you a little bit to gift that documentary to somebody that you know who's going through it, and then that workbook, because it's like, it is so powerful in breaking the silence and then breaking the cycle. And it's, I don't want to say it's easy, because you have to really go there yourself. You're going to have to, like, you know, open your heart a little bit, but it's so worth it. And it's not the end of the world. Like, you're not going to be in pain forever. It's just intense. That's why on the workbook, the whole theme, after I was traveling with this documentary and this book, I had this epiphany. I'm like, after talking to thousands and thousands of survivors, that trauma, no matter what you've been through, and no matter who you are, what gender you are, where you're from, who you voted for, like what social standing you're in, or how much money you have, it's like trauma has no boundaries. That's why I don't get political, because it's like, everybody's raping kids. Like, I'm stop raping kids. And so I'm like, let's heal and make the world a better place. And I was like, you know, it's like trauma is like getting pierced with a sword, right? So like, you got like pierced with a sword, and you could live like that. You could live in pain and trauma for the rest of your life. Some people really sort of choose that and want that. And I don't believe that they really want that. I think you're addicted to it. You're like addicted to the pain. So the whole workbook takes you through addressing that sword, removing it, which hurts. Imagine if you have a sword in your body, you know, you need to call the doctor and put something in your mouth and scream, hold on to the side of the chair, pulled it out. But it's not forever. It's not like this never-ending sword. It's like, it's intense to bring up some stuff and to really go there, especially with childhood stuff. But you know what? We go there. Let's go there together. I've done it. I have a whole video series that I do it with you. So it's like, there's a workbook and there's a healing video series. So it's like, I'm going to put up links to that. So I just, especially now, I'm like, you know, the documentary's free now. It's like, it was gifted. It was like COVID showed up. It's like, COVID is so crazy. It's like the worst thing ever. Like 2020 is crazy. But yet it's also the best year of my life. I'm like, it's intense. So it's like, why don't we just go there? Go deep into your heart and heal it, and then move on to the next level, which is also what I'm doing. And so the next show is all about, let's have healthy sex lives. What? So let's go there, people. Baby steps, baby steps. I love you.